Hi, my name is Brian Boyd, and I will be pitching my video game concept for Purge community. Before we get started, I would like to thank everyone at Universal for giving me this time so that my ideas can be heard. This game will have both an online experience as well as an offline survival mode, all based off Universal's very successful film franchise, The Purge. My main inspirations for this game come from an older browser-based survival game called The Last Stand, as well as the very popular game Fortnite. In The Last Stand, you have to survive each night from zombies, but all the supplies you have are only what you were able to gather the day before. And Fortnite is built around rounds played against other players where you kill each other until there's only one person or team left. The main point of Purge community is that players can play again and again while keeping each time different from the last. Like I said before, in Purge community, there will be two different types of game modes. The first of which is the online mode. For this mode, each player will have 5 days to prepare for the purge, and when the time is up, you will have to compete against other players to be the last player or team left, whether you're ready or not. Obviously, players don't actually want to prepare 5 whole days in advance for a game, so the players will pick a house or location on the map to make their base. They are then given the equivalent amount of hours in the 5 days, that being 120, to split up and separate into doing different tasks depending on how they want to play the game. They could spend the whole time gathering weapons and creating vehicles and masks and outfits to go on the hunt for other players. Or they could spend more time boarding up their house and only gathering a few weapons so that they can play defense. However they choose to spend their hours will result in a vastly different way that the match will start. When the match starts, players head out, team up, possibly gather more supplies, and hunt each other down until there is only one team or player left, and they are the winner. For the offline mode, players choose to be a member of a small family stuck in the middle of the purge. Depending on the difficulty chosen, you will be put into very different situations. This could range all the way from being in a boarded up house with a stockpile of weapons and traps to being in the middle of a city with nothing to defend yourself with. Players then try to survive all the waves of enemies and therefore surviving the night. I recommend tasking 2K Games to create this game since they are responsible for the BioShock series, which perfectly mixes survival and horror together. Lastly, for marketing, we will release multiple cinematic trailers that show the very different ways that the game can be played. On top of this, we will use some cross-media marketing to help draw fans in, such as working with Mountain Dew to create a rewards program in the game, unlocking new items for players who collect bottle caps from their sodas. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you decide to pursue this project further.